Hey, Mom. Good morning, everybody. So, I told you when we talked yesterday that I would give you a tour of where we're at as of right now. So, I'm actually sitting in the back of the greenhouse, and I was actually getting to some weeds, and I'm working on irrigation. I worked on irrigation pretty much all day yesterday, and my fingers, I could barely move them when I went to bed. But I'm feeling much better this morning, so I'm getting back to it. So before I do that, though, I would like to take you for a tour. All right, so I'm gonna flip this around and we'll get started with the artichokes. Okay, so here we are at the back of the greenhouse. I ran a new distribution line, so I need to connect this artichoke. But I'm just having troubles with it, so I think I'm going to take this cage out and try to replant the artichoke and hope that it bounces back, because every time it pushes new leaves, 3 bottom ones die, and that's not a good pattern. So I think the cage is actually impeding the roots, and so I'm going to take care of that. I'm not doing that today, but that is in the very near future. But I do have, hey Rosie, what are you doing? Boo boo! Rose, what are you doing? You're okay. She heard a noise. Oh, she heard a noise. Oh no. She's probably gonna run into the house. Anyways, okay. So I do have, whoops, oh no, shoot. Oh, poor little guy. I don't know if that guy's going to make it, but he's going in the ground today. So these are 2 green globe artichokes. This one, oh man, I can't believe I did that. I didn't notice that that leaf was pinched. So anyways, those are both going in the ground. And so that if something happens that basically just kills this thing off when I pull that cage out, I'll still have artichokes going. So I am going to put the other artichoke basically right here, okay? Just a few feet away from that one. And then of course we've got, I almost pulled this out the other day because we do have 5 raspberry bushes. We don't really need a 6th, and this was not expected. And it really doesn't do too well, so I'm not too worried about putting the artichoke right here, because honestly, I think it'll be fine. Probably gonna put it about right where that, not right there, but in that area where the shovel is. We'll take it back from the fence because, when they're doing well, they do grow quite wide. They can get, I've had mine, the biggest I think was about 4 feet wide. That was at the old house. Everything grew strong over there. Anyways, so that's where one of those are going. The little sick one is going to go there. The good one that looks healthier than the little sick one is going to go here. I've got to clean this stuff out. And I'm just going to basically put it right here by the drip line. That's going to give this Catalpa plenty of room. Oh, I can't see. Whoa, I almost fell. Plenty of room to do its thing. Can you believe that that little thing is going to be anywhere from 6 to 10 feet tall by the summer? It's insane. These are all the Sweet William that Brett and the girls planted years ago. And, I tore some out, but they reseed like crazy. And they're beautiful and they smell delicious. And, I just can't wait for the Catalpa and, all of these. Once I get all the grass out of here, I'm hoping that it will basically be a ring of Sweet Williams around the Catalpa. And we're going to limb that up like a tree. I think that's the idea. Anyway, so yeah, clean all that out, plant the other artichoke right there, and that will be good. I ran irrigation and weeded all back here. Well, not all back here, but it was pretty intense, so I'm still doing that. But the tomatoes now have irrigation as well as the raspberries and all the melons. So this is a Peron tomato. Like I said, this is the baby raspberry. Let's see here. This is one of the raspberries. Now this was planted at the same time as that one. I need to get my stake system going. Look at this. They're already producing flowers. Now I read that if you want a heavy fall harvest, you should chop down these. But this is my first year. I'm going to let them go. I'm going to study their growth habit, and then I will determine how I'm going to do that. So, anyways, this is the Purple Rain tomato, and this is the tomatoes that I'm sending you a seed for. Oh, I almost fell over. It's a compact. Well, I think it's. Anyways, it's a compact beefsteak heirloom tomato, purple, red in color. So that's that. Let's see here. This one is the Sugar Cube cantaloupe. And so I want to put some straw once I get this area weeded. I want to kind of put straw for this to rest on. I don't want it resting on the dirt. Same with all the melons. Oh, I forgot. Speaking of melons, this guy was desperate for water. You can see the stress that it's been under, but now it's going to get consistent water, and I expect it to do very well. But this is what is this one? Crimson Sweet Watermelon from Haas Tools. I think there's 3 in there. I don't know how many there are in here of the cantaloupe. 1, 2. Looks like there's 2. Okay, so this one, let's see what this one is. Oh, this is the Martino's Roma tomato. This is, whoops, sorry. Oh, gosh. Hold on. I'm terribly sorry. I almost fell over, and then I realized when I grabbed the phone, I covered the lens. Anyways, this is a Roma tomato, and I'm very much looking forward to this one. It's going into sauces and things of that nature. So that's that. That also, like I said, all these things that I'm showing you right now, I put drip in yesterday. So this is also the Joan J. raspberry. Now this guy is only 1. Well, actually it's 2, but, since we turned on the irrigation, it's just such a hassle to get back here with the hose and all that, and I just kind of stopped watering everything. I thought I was going to get to the irrigation for these newer plants sooner than I did. And so they're suffering, but they will bounce back like you will not believe how well they will bounce back. This is another raspberry, Joan J. raspberry. I call it the Joan Jet raspberry. This here tomato, I think, is the Prairie Fire. Prairie Fire tomato. It's a great tomato. And the tomatoes are red yellow. So kind of look like they're on fire, so they're aptly named. Okay, this is the final Joan J. raspberry. And you see all of these are in various stages of growth. It's amazing to me how different they are. What is this one? Let me think. We did the honeymoon. This is the lambkin, I think. Lambkin. Let's see. I don't see a tag. Yeah, I'm positive these are the lambkin. So these are basically green flesh, maybe a creamy skin, much like a honeydew. And they're flowering. Look at there. I don't know if you saw that or just my hand. Anyway, see, we got flowers. So yeah. Anyways, these are potatoes, and below it, really, this was standing up. These were so droopy yesterday. Oh my goodness, but they finally have some water. They will always have consistent water now. And again, all the melons, once I'm done weeding, I'm gonna throw straw down so that they have a clean path to lay on. This is, I wanna say, actually I think there's two here. One is pink and one is purple, but it's a salvia. This right here is Black Beauty zucchini. I'm gonna train it up here. I watched a video about it. Hopefully I remember, or I can find the video again. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 Calabrese broccolis, and we have 1 emerald green broccoli. Or emerald crown. I think it's emerald crown. Of course, my bok choy went to seed. This is Mizuna. That is also Mizuna, but they come out looking different. It's very bizarre. It's very, very bizarre growth pattern. Anyways, okay. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are cauliflower. Let's go back over here before we head that way. These 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, are cabbage. This is I think it's a Mrs. Burns lime basil. This is my yum yum. This is one of the Southern Jubilee blueberries. And there's the avocado tree that I grew from seed. This potato is going into the ground as well. Okay. Oops. This is my garlic patch, but these 2 are onions, and these are bunching onions, these little ones. So like, little green onions. Let's see. Do I have anything else over here that I want to show you? This is my yarrow. It's kind of a peachy palette. They come out one color and they kind of evolve into various different colors. Celery looks like it's going to seed, which is fine. That's fine. Somehow there was a cilantro that got planted with the carrots. And the lemon cilantro went to seed so fast, it's ridiculous. And this is slow bolt cilantro. I can't remember what this is, but it's an herb. This is a salvia. This is a purple one. Okay. These are all red beans. I transplanted them. They were volunteers all over the place. In fact, I see a couple more over there that I need to get out, but I don't have room for them over here, so that's fine. Anyways, these are all red beans, and they will go all the way up and kind of over, but they won't go down. So they're about an 8-foot growth habit. This is a dwarf top hat blueberry, and it is loaded up. We accidentally broke a branch, but that's how gardening goes sometimes, right? This is also a top hat. Something's going on with this one, and I'm not sure what. It's not looking as good as the other one. It's looking very yellow. So it looks very much like chlorosis. So I'm going to have to address that. This thing just has done nothing but struggle, this one. I'm not sure why, but anyways. As soon as I'm done with irrigation, that will get put back behind the shed. And all this other stuff put away. Look at these weeds. Jeez. This is a, what is this one? Oh, yeah. Hale's Best Jumbo not cucumber, jeez, cantaloupe. And I have stepped on it more times than I care to admit to. These are edible sweet peas. And this is not. This is an ornamental, and it puts off purple flowers. It was an accidental showing that showed up in my edibles, but I'm okay. I like it. These are all, oh God, what do I grow? They're cucumbers. What are they? What are they? Pick a bushel. That's what they are. Pick a bushel cucumbers. This is a pineapple that we're trying to get going, and I think once it gets on consistent water, we might see some action. This is the second Jubilee, Southern Jubilee high bush blueberry. Excuse me. And yeah, so I waited too long to get it on water, and I'm pretty sure that these branches died back. Whereas in the other one, those that were kind of yellow-red, greened up and leafed out. So that's on me. So this is one of the Panorama Red, where are we at? Right here. Panorama Red Bee Balm. And that was the small one. And then I put the other, bigger one, right here. So I am looking really big time forward to this growing and bringing in the bees, the pollinators and stuff. So let's go over here. All of this stuff here is coming out. These not marigolds, my goodness, hollyhocks. We have nothing but fungal trouble with them, so I added another line on the tree. I'm going to transplant these. I'm going to pull all that shit out and get all the weeds out, and then we're actually not going to grow anything back in that corner anymore. We want this tree to have plenty of airflow. All of this shit comes out. I'm going to let the cosmos go, but I might transplant them somewhere else. I don't know. I think they're too close to the bee balm. Look at this branch. Oh my goodness. Holy Toledo. Anyways, before the rain hit, it was standing up, and now it just, Okay, so this right here, this guy right here, is Baby Boo pumpkins. And I think there's one, two. Oh, actually, I think there's only one. And so of all the pumpkin seeds that I planted and tried again, this is the only one that came up. So these are the small white pumpkins. This is a butternut, which the other one over there by the potatoes, I forgot to tell you, was also a butternut. I think I called it a honey nut before, but it's not honey nut, it's butternut. This one and this one are what's called black futsu, and they look like a kind of squat green-black pumpkin. These are the chives that I transplanted over here, and I got them on water now. So, they were over there, but I needed to get them out of the way for my corn. Whoa, let me get out of here. I got me a little walking path here. Okay, so these are my corn rows. I got 5 rows of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did I do 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 7. 5 rows of 7. So we got 35 corn that should be coming up soon. Anyway, so this right here is, what's going on here? Well, we don't want that on my plant. What's happening to this guy? Oh no, it's dying. No. Ow, shit. That hurt. Ow. I don't know what that was. Something felt like it just bit me. Anyways, I've got onions peppers, onions all the way up the middle. Peppers, onions, peppers, onions, peppers, onions, peppers. So I got Hungarian black peppers. I've got various different kinds of onions. I've got some red, two different reds and two different yellows. Excuse me. And then I have Golden California Wonder Bell. I believe that's the yellow. King of the North is a green and red. Okay, that's actually the orange. Oh no, that is the yellow. This is the orange and a second orange. This one is, I don't remember. Oh, this is the jalapeno chili. This is the jalapeno right here. Rose, be careful where you're stepping. And then these are the purple bells. Isn't that fun? Okay, so let's come over here. Okay, so this is the container I've been telling you about. And you see the Amore Salmon Salvia in here. I had a second one. There's its little nub. I had a second one in there for, that was going to be my thriller. And then I've got all the alyssum in here, which is my spiller. And then my filler was going to be the stock. Is going to be the stock. And I wasn't sure if any of the sweet peas were going to come up, but I have two that came up. The stock is coming up beautifully. The alyssum's coming up beautifully. I think we're going to have a hell of a show that smells so fantastic. It's going to be ridiculous. I need to water. Oh my goodness, I need to water these guys. They look thirsty. So, strawberries doing good. In fact, I need to get after them. I got to start picking them. This is crazy. I'm letting them go to waste. What a shame. One of my containers that is Sol Day built. Some more echinacea. I've removed a lot of stuff off this patio because I have plans for all the succulents. So I am gonna make a planter out of the bird bath. So I was trying to get everything together and kind of figure out the design. Did I show you the carrots and the cilantro? Yeah, I did. Okay, well, we're going to go back in the greenhouse. Actually, we're going to go on the back side of the greenhouse. Oh, it's nice and cool back here. Down. All right. So, looks like it's warming up right now. Well, it doesn't look like it. It feels like it. It's definitely warming up. I need to go put my hair up so that I can get after this. And, yeah, I got a lot of work to do. There's a lot to do. There's always a lot to do when you're farming. So, you know that. All right. Well, that's it. I love you guys very much. I miss you guys. And I hope you enjoy the video. Talk soon. Bye. Oops.